Hey there, welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video, we're making some extremely easy family meals that hopefully everybody in the family will enjoy. I also am including a little bonus recipe in here making an extremely simple dessert. So let's go ahead and get started and I will show you how to make all of these awesome, easy recipes. Kicking off today's video, we're going to go ahead and start off with this lasagna chicken. For this one, you will need to go ahead and just preheat your oven to 375 degrees. And then over into a nice big bowl, I am adding one 15-ounce container of ricotta cheese, a half cup of grated parmesan cheese, a 1/4 cup of frozen spinach. For the spinach, I did let it sit out and thaw. Then you're going to add 1 egg, a couple shakes of salt and pepper, a dash of red pepper flakes. If you don't like those, you can skip those. And then I'm just going to get this all mixed together really well. Next, using a 9x13 casserole dish, I'm just going to spray that down lightly with some nonstick spray. Then you're going to take 2 chicken breasts sliced down the center to make 4 pieces and add those into the bottom. For this recipe, you can use up to 4 whole chicken breasts, but since there's only 2 of us, I went ahead and just took the 2 and split it in half. Quickly, we're just going to add a little bit of seasoning over the chicken. I'm just sprinkling them lightly with some salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. And now taking the filling we made earlier, we're going to go ahead and add that over top of the chicken. Spread it out the best you can to cover the chicken all over. Once that's all spread out, you can take 1 jar of your favorite spaghetti sauce and just pour that right over the top. Then taking that Parmesan cheese again, we're just going to sprinkle a nice little layer over the top of the spaghetti sauce. And then finally, we're going to take about 1 to 2 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. Freshly shredded is best, it melts a lot better. And just cover the top of that. I stuck this in my oven and let it go for about 25 to 30 minutes. However, my chicken breasts were pretty thin, so if you are using whole, thicker breasts, you may have to go closer to like 45 minutes. As long as your chicken is reaching 165 degrees, it's good to go. I went ahead and just took this chicken and the sauce and added it over top of some pasta. And then on the side, I made a very simple side salad to go along with it. Next up, we're making this really cozy Salisbury steak, meatball, and gravy dinner. Into my crock pot, I'm adding in 1 can of beef broth. Then you'll add in 1 package of brown gravy mix along with 1 package of onion soup mix. Next, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of ketchup and 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Now using a whisk, I'm just going to mix that up to make sure I get that gravy and the onion soup mix combined with the broth very well. And then you're going to add in 1 package of frozen meatballs. I believe I'm just using the home style meatballs. And then I'm just going to kind of mix this up a little bit to try to get that sauce over all of the meatballs. But at this point, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to go ahead and add the lid. And this will cook on a low heat for right around 4 to 5 hours. You could probably have this done in like 2 hours if you cooked it on high. It really doesn't take that long to cook since the meatballs are already done. Here's what it looked like when it was all done. I did just go ahead and serve those meatballs and gravy over top of some mashed potatoes. On the side, I made some Italian style green beans and we just had some croissants to go along with that. This is the 2nd time I made this recipe and it turned out really good. But I will have the original recipe linked down below for you. And now for another very easy quick meal, we're making this smoked sausage Gouda mac and cheese with some broccoli. I'm just taking one package of smoked sausage. This one is turkey, that's what I prefer to use, but you can use any type that you enjoy. And I'm just going to slice that entire thing up. You can cut those in half and make them smaller pieces. It will make it stretch a lot further, but I decided to keep them in larger pieces today. Now over to my nice hot cast iron skillet, I'm going to go ahead and add that turkey smoked sausage and just let that sausage brown up on each side. Meanwhile, here in the back I did get some water boiling, and I'm going to go ahead and cook 2 boxes of this smoked Gouda mac and cheese. I did buy this at Walmart and they have many other flavors, so if you don't really enjoy Gouda that much, you can pick a different one. Once your sausage is looking something like this, it is good to go. And then once the pasta is done, you can go ahead and drain that and then add the pasta directly into the same pan that you cooked the sausage in. The reason we're using this pan is because there is a ton of flavor in here from cooking that sausage. Add the packages of cheese that came with the pasta and then get this all mixed together. Now if your family likes broccoli, you can take 1 package of frozen broccoli, I believe they're 12 ounces, and you can cook that and then add it directly in here as well. But since my husband hates broccoli, I just cook enough for myself and then mix it into my portion of the meal. If needed, you can add some salt and pepper into this, but I think it's just fine the way it is. This is what my plate looked like when it was all done. Like I said, I added the broccoli into my side, so if you do add the broccoli into your entire thing, it should look like this. This meal is extremely easy, especially if you're somebody that just hates being in the kitchen. This will take you no time at all to throw together. And now, as a little bonus in today's video, we're going to make a very easy dessert. We're going to make some Oreo stuffed brownies. For this one, I'm just going to follow the package directions on my brownies. You can use any kind of brownies you like. These are just the ones that we love. Over here in my mixer, I'm just going to add the brownie mix, and then this box specifically calls for oil, water, and eggs, but I like to do a little bit of oil and a little bit of butter. Then I added in the eggs and the water. I got that all mixed together. I did scrape down the sides to make sure I didn't miss anything in the bottom, and then gave it one more good mix. Now you can add your brownies into a baking dish. I am using an 8x8 baking dish. I did spray it down with a little bit of nonstick spray just to be safe. You'll add half of your brownie mixture in there and make sure to spread that all over the bottom of the dish. Now for the fun part, you're going to take some Oreos. I would suggest using some double stuffed Oreos. And you'll just add those on top of the brownie mixture, and you may have to break some up on the sides to get them to fit, but make sure you cover the entire bottom. Then you'll take the rest of your brownie batter and pour that right over the top, making sure to completely cover those Oreos. When you go to bake these, you will need to check the back of the box of the brownies that you use, because you'll want to make sure that you follow the directions for your pan size. They're probably all going to differ, so definitely make sure you check that out. But here's what mine looked like when they were all done. I did just add some powdered sugar over the top of them when they were done. And as you can see, those Oreos in there, I definitely suggest using the double stuffed Oreos. The regular Oreos, you can't really see the filling all that well. But the best part about this is these Oreos get really soft in here, and they just add another level of chocolate and deliciousness in here. I just love these. Thank you guys so very much for watching and being here today. If you did make it all the way to the end of today's video, don't forget to leave me a flower down in the comments below. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you back here on Sunday for a new video. Bye!